Alright, so I wanted to go live just to play black women because I swear a lot of black women are just stupid. Like this whole just hilarious beef with the Breakfast Club has went viral, and black women just still not figuring shit out. I don't know what the hell it's gonna take for black women to understand that, like, why are black women trying to work with black males in Hollywood? Why are they doing this? I'm not understanding why black women at this point in time don't understand that black men do not like them. Like, clearly, or the producers of the show, whoever's behind it, I'm pretty sure it's black men and white men. Like, they always behind everything. So clearly, the producers of the show didn't originally want a black female co-host on the show. Like, let's not forget that Angela Yee was the original female co-host of the show for many, many years. So it's clear that the producers didn't want a black female co-host originally. That wasn't even what they wanted for the Breakfast Club. So clearly the replacements now are a token. I guess they just put in black women as the co-host because they're trying to tokenize black women being co-hosts on the show, because they damn sure didn't want no original black female co-host for many, many years. They never tried to switch Angela Yee out for a black female co-host the whole time that Breakfast Club, from the start of Breakfast Club. So that should give black women some kind of common sense that they're not even wanted on the show. So I don't know why black women don't understand that part. First and foremost, when you're sitting here talking about Lauren as the co-host stepping in for Jess Hilarious, and that's your main focus, is her stepping in, is overstepping her bounds, and the producers being messy with the fact that they was kind of replacing Jess Hilarious while she was on leave, when really they were supposed to just have a stand-in or whatever. That's not even the point. The point is the show, the producers don't like black women. So you have to be stupid as hell to you have to be stupid as hell to even want to work on the show. You have to be dumb as hell to even want to work on a show who clearly made a record of really disrespecting black females. I don't even know why a black female would be dumb enough to even want to work on the show. Like, that's just all stupid in itself. And I'm sorry, excuse me. But yeah, it don't make no sense that a black woman will even want to go on the show. I mean, the co-host of the show, knowing the history of the show and knowing the disrespect against black women on the show. So it's like you want the problems when you signed on to go on the show, knowing the history of the show. So, in my opinion, clearly them playing Jess Hilarious off of Lauren is a strategy, and they don't like black women, so they want black women arguing, they want black women beefing, they want to make black women look unprofessional, and they want to make black women look bad. That's the whole point. So it's the producers and the other host on the show orchestrating that shit. Because black women don't know how to say, you know what, I don't want to work with these niggas. Like, I don't want to work on no show. This anti-black female. Have a history of being anti-black female. Have a history of being disrespectful to every black female celebrity who's ever came on the show. Like, that's what Charlamagne does. He's always disrespecting whoever comes on the show. And so any black woman who's ever been on the show to get interviewed, he stays disrespecting them. So why the hell would you, as a black woman, why would you sign on to be on a show to that disrespect allows disrespect against black female celebrities or whoever a guest or whatever? Why would you even want to be on that show? So that's really, for me, the issue. The producers are the problem. And the fact that Jess Hilarious and Lauren wanted to be on the show and be the token Negro co-host, Negro female co-host on the show is the issue. They shouldn't even signed on. Like, why wouldn't they go create their own show? Why wouldn't they go, just do podcasts? You want to know why? Because these males, they want to have control over what black women are doing, saying, and thinking. And that's why they don't want black women to have their own voice on their own show about any celebrity news. They want to have complete control over what's being said about celebrity men. And they don't want black women saying what they want to say. So it's all controlled. So black women can't have free expression. That's why. I mean, it's really obvious. That's why on YouTube, they don't let you say whatever the hell you want to say on YouTube. Like, it was a long time ago on YouTube, you had plenty of black women making videos, random black women who were making videos. And now you don't have them making videos anymore. You only have talking heads that are popular on YouTube. You don't have like regular black women who are just regular people being recognized on YouTube anymore. Now they have a specific black women that they allow to say whatever and make all of the other black women listen to them. So if you have your own channel, your own perspective, it won't get no views. So every black bitch you see on YouTube now, all of them are talking heads. None of them are regular women. All of them are talking heads, and they placed there to speak for the collective of black women. So that's what they're doing now. They try to silence black women and gaslight black women like the fuck they always do. That's why Lauren and Jess Hilarious are stupid, in my opinion, for wanting to be on that show. So they clearly just try to get paid and don't really give a fuck about what they're gonna have to deal with in order to get paid. They just like every other celebrity, black woman in Hollywood, they're just trying to get paid. So they willing to degrade themselves. They're willing to degrade themselves. They're willing to embarrass themselves. They willing to be silenced and gaslit and all kinds of shit and play stereotypical roles and all of that just so they can have a contract and they can be paid. Because really, Jess Hilarious didn't need the show. Really, why is she even on there? I would have said, nah, I'm good. She had her own little thing going on. She making her own money. She didn't really need to come on the show. I wouldn't have never done that as a business move because I wouldn't want nobody controlling me. So I would have never signed on to be a co-host on The Breakfast Club with them fucking clowns anyway when I'm making my own money. So, yeah, like I said, I would have definitely, I wouldn't have signed on to be a co-host on the show. Like, common sense has to come into play. Intelligence has to come into play. Is this show known for respecting black women? Is this show known for giving black women a voice? Look at what the fuck Charlamagne did to Little Mama. What was her name? The rapper, Lil Mama or something. Look at how he fucking was harassing her. I mean, he has history on the show doing shit like that. Like, he's a harasser. Why the hell would a black woman want to work with him? Why? You see how he kept trying to play Angela Yee. Like, anytime somebody came on there on the show disrespecting Angela Yee, his ass would co-sign they bullshit. I see him doing it all the time. But, these non-black females, they don't care. They trying to get the bag and they don't care. So they be letting dudes disrespect them. Obviously, she had enough. Like, she just kept putting up with the disrespect because they think non-black women, in my opinion, going to endure more disrespect without having a problem. They know black women are quick to respond, and that's why they don't like black women. That's why they don't want black women on these shows, because they know it's going to be a fucking problem, because they like to disrespect and gaslight people, and they know that black women not going to, it's so much disrespect you going to do until the fuck we have a problem. So the whole design is to put a female on the show just so they can disrespect her ass and get her to be their buffer. So that's why they typically wouldn't hire a black woman for this position. Because look, it's already problems. This shit gonna always happen. Because black women don't understand when people don't fuck with them. They don't understand. Go make your own show. Go do your own show. And stay away from these fucking bum ass males. Like, stop trying to co-host with them. Stop trying to connect with them. You're not going to climb up. You're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to make no more money. You're not going to have no household name. You're not going to climb up. You're not going to do none of that shit. When the fuck have you seen a black woman do it yet? When have you seen a black woman do it yet? Where's the evidence that these motherfuckers offer black women anything when it comes to entertainment and radio? Wendy Williams is the only one. That's the only person, I guess, that you could even say. And that's, I don't know if people helped Wendy Williams come up. I don't know if that's true. I really think Wendy Williams just talked enough shit to get popular enough where people were demanding to hear her on the radio, and it was demanding her for her as the audience, like they just wanted to see her, and that's why she was able to climb up. And I don't know why, these males didn't sabotage Wendy Williams, but it could be various reasons as to why they didn't try to stop her from having her own show. She could have fucked with the right people. She could have something on. I don't know. But I know that she's one of the only black women to ever get on, get on her level of being a radio show host. I ain't really see no other black women get on her level. Period. So, to me, she had to have done something to get to her point of success, because it's not easy to get there, especially dealing with these fucked up males. And I think one of the reasons why she probably was able to get where she was, or where she is because she talked like mad shit. Like, Wendy Williams is very like outspoken. Like, she don't let nobody punk her or silence her or gaslight her. She ain't had no co-hosts, gaslighting her and shit. She was really loud and, saying whatever the hell she wanted to say. So I really feel like that's the main reason why she was in such high demand for commentary, for being a radio show commentator. Because, I mean, she talks shit. If other black women were allowed to speak their damn mind and say what the fuck they want to say, and they were more assertive, then they'll be probably a little further ahead than they are. Because you can't be passive with bitch ass dudes like Charlemagne and Envy and them producers at that goddamn show. You can't be passive with them motherfuckers. You ain't gonna get nowhere if you do that. If you let them punk you and sideline your ass, you're not gonna get far. It ain't even no point working with them. Because look at Jess Hilarious now. She knows she don't want to be on that damn show no more. She know all black women know how to do is fight with each other because they don't have any sense. So it always becomes a beef between two women and trying to compete because black women are not sophisticated enough to know that these males are the fucking problem. And that really they your real issue, not other black women. Period. You need to just not even care about other black women and what they're doing. You need to just go build your own shit up from scratch. And don't even try to do no cold collab shit with nobody. That's just how it gotta be. If you in radio or you're in entertainment, that's what you have to do. Period. That's the only way you're gonna climb up. Because if you work under these males and you let them have control over your contract and your money, they gonna gaslight your ass. They gonna make you look ghetto and stupid. As soon as you start creating a problem, as soon as you start saying, "Look, I'm not dealing with this shit. I don't like the way you doing business or whatever." As soon as you do that, you will be blackballed. Period. You're not gonna be having no job. I don't even know why black women keep putting themselves through this shit and acting like they don't understand that. These niggas are haters. They don't want to see you come up, period. They don't like black women having no opinion. They don't like your attitude. They don't like the way you look. They don't like your personality. So you always gonna have a problem when you're trying to work with them. Because their whole goal is to assert superiority and power and authority over your ass. That's all they care about. Is trying to prove they more powerful than you. And they can stop you from eating anytime the fuck they want to. That's all they care about. Period. It happens over and over again, and we hear these stories over and over again with all these black female celebrities. They all have these same stories about working with niggas in the entertainment industry and how they got their money stolen or replaced or some shit like that, or blackballed as soon as they created a problem. So all of the other black women who work under these motherfuckers are some dick sucking, like whores or something. Because that would be the only reason why they would be able to stay cool with these dudes and keep working with them. It's because they like little puppets. They don't have no voice. They don't care. They allow disrespect and they deal with it. But even them type females don't end up really getting nowhere far, even though they allowing all of that disrespect. They end up not getting nowhere either. They usually ain't no better off than the black women who got blackballed, really. So black women just, I don't know what the hell is wrong with a lot of black women, why they not sophisticated and intelligent enough to understand how to do business. I don't understand why they so immature when it comes to stuff like this. It's like, why y'all not getting it? Why do y'all keep working with niggas who don't like y'all? Do y'all really think they're gonna work with you? Do you really think you're gonna get anywhere with them? Do you really think you can work with them and get your way to the top? Do you really think you'll progress in your career if you working with a hater? It ain't, unless you got a plan to deal with his hating ass. or the hating ass producers, unless you got to play it and you know how they operate, and you playing chess and you know how to play chess with their ass, that's the only way you gonna like get in and get out. Basically, you would have to get in and then get out. Like, use the show for what you can use it for however long. As soon as a problem come up, turn in your resignation or something, and just go do your own thing, and then ride off the publicity of leaving the show or whatever the hell. I don't know. You got to think smart, because trying to get along with the motherfuckers, you gonna look stupid every time. Trying to state your opinion, it don't work. Trying to state your side of the story, that don't work. And Lauren is stupid, because I'm gonna tell you why she's dumb. After Jess Hilarious leaves the show, because she's going to probably more likely leave. Once she leaves, Charlamagne and Envy, they gonna start fucking with her. They don't like her either. They don't like black women, period. I don't give a fuck what type of black woman you think you are. If you're not a damn dick sucking ass buffer, they ain't gonna like you. If you assertive, if you intelligent, if you don't let them like have any kind of control, they're not gonna like you. So she gonna be a target once Jess Hilarious leaves. They gonna start heavily fucking with her. And she look like the type that's gonna get real tired of that shit real fast. That's what's gonna happen. She gonna be real mad, because they gonna target her and they gonna try to make her look stupid. They gonna be trying to put her against some of the other celebrities, like whatever celebrities they talking about. They gonna try to put her against them by making it look like she beefing with people. That's what they gonna do. They don't like black women, and they gonna do that shit to every black woman who co-hosts the show. They're not gonna leave no black woman the hell alone. They're gonna do the same shit to every black woman that gets on the show, because they don't like black women, and they don't have nothing to do with nothing else. So she's stupid. I would, if I was Jess or Lauren, or I would fucking quit. And you see people have a history of not being respectful or whatever the case is, then you need to not be getting involved. Because I don't know why y'all think that putting up with disrespect and trying to get in a space where people gonna disrespect you is a good idea. I don't know why y'all think that. Why black women can't never move like they understand that people don't mess with them? Why they always trying to move like people love them and respect them? Why do black women do that? That's what I want to really understand. Because that can apply to relationships and anything else. Like, why are you dealing with people who don't respect you and don't like you? Like, why don't Lauren on the show, on the Breakfast Club, why she don't understand that maybe it's best for you to be a producer in the back, or a writer, or whatever you are? Why don't you do your back job? Because that's how you keep a job. You trying to be in the front and trying to be on the show and be seen and heard, is going to be your downfall. If you would have just stayed in the back where ain't nobody messing with you, then that actually would have been the smartest thing to do. But you trying to be seen and heard is the stupid ass stuff. Because why do you think the Breakfast Club, who are anti-black female, why do you think they gonna really give you a leg up? Do you think they want to see you win? Do you think they want to see you come up? Do you think they want to see you take over the show and be the main host on the show? Who keeps staying and who leaving? Who keeps staying on the show and who keeps leaving the show? The women leave and the men stay. So clearly, the men on the show ain't going nowhere, and they already know that. So they're not going to let you outdo and outshine the main host. So if you think you about to do that, you're crazy. If you think, oh, well, I'm gonna get on the show and do my thing and then I'm gonna just elevate in the show, you can't possibly think that's what the hell's about to happen. No, it's not. You're not gonna outdo and outsmart Charlemagne and Envy and DJ Envy. You're not going to outdo them. If the minute that you start getting more recognition than them, or you start being seen as being more of a journalist than them and better than them, then you're going to cease to exist on the show. And then they're going to replace your ass with a biracial bitch like they always do. Why? Because it's neutral. It's neutral. She not black, she not white, she both. She neutral. She not a threat. That's all the hell they gonna do. They gonna do it. Why? You know how they do it? They get the black female co-host on the show and they demonize the black co-host, female co-host, and make the co-host seem like they're getting on everyone's nerves. Cause they just start talking shit or start rumors and start saying little shit. And then next thing you know, people don't like the black female co-host no more. And then, boom, replace your ass with somebody else. That's how they do it. And also, you have all of these paid bots on the internet now. Like, they can pay, DJ Envy and Charlamagne can literally pay bots to troll either one of them. Because black women are not malicious enough and evil enough and strategic enough to pay bots to talk shit and deflect from them. We don't do shit like that. But they will. I wouldn't put it past them, the producers or whoever on the show. I wouldn't put it past them that they pay bots to trash Jess Hilarious to create a problem. And then you have all these ashy ass knick-knocks that I've noticed on YouTube making videos about the Breakfast Club. They keep harassing Jess Hilarious for no reason, because that's what these faggots do. They just, keep making negative videos and content about Jess Hilarious when she hasn't even done anything. They keep trying to play her about being loud, ghetto, unprofessional. She can't read. You see the shit they saying, ganging up on her ass, because these faggots, they work as a group to try to diminish black women's image. They do it all the time. That's all they do. That's why you're stupid as a black woman for even thinking that you're going to get on a show with them and be successful. Like, you're not smart enough to figure out that that's not going to happen. The fuck? All they gotta do is get their little homo crew on YouTube to make bad videos about you. And then all the other chimps are going to join in and agree. And black women, a lot of black women are hood rats and unsophisticated trash. So they're going to jump in and then they're going to agree with the shit too. Because whatever Nick Knock say is gospel for a lot of black women who are slow and unintelligent, don't have their own thought process and just listen to what niggas say. Okay? So yeah, it's easy to do. All you got to do is get a group of knickknacks to say something, and then all of these little chicken head ass black women are going to follow right behind what negative shit that these knickknacks are saying. Because hating on black women is a cultural mindset. So it's like a thing. Once somebody start talking shit, then everybody else got to join in. Like, do black women not know? How the fuck y'all don't know this? How black women be acting like they don't know how the black community is? All of that black male worship shit that we was talking about on YouTube, that's what that is. Those niggas always are trying to deflect from their own shortcomings, failures, unprofessionalism, whatever issues they got going on. All they got to do is deflect the attention on a black woman's shortcomings, and then they'll be ignored. I'm pretty sure another reason why they put the black woman on the show is because they're losing ratings. They use black women for ratings sometimes. So if the ratings start dropping, right, They'll put like black women who are relevant on social media on the show just to get the viewers in. Then they'll create all kinds of beef and all this kind of shit to then make the black women look bad. And then now they have their ratings up. So then once they get their ratings up and get it stabilized, then they'll kick the black women off the damn show and then replace them with somebody else. And then they'll just go on about their merry way. See, the black women that they put on the show right now are probably just buffers for the show until they find a real co-host, which is a non-black bitch, like I told y'all. Because that's what they always go for. They already got an Ashy Nick Dog with his big mouth ass on the show. They got DJ Envy, a little in-between type Nick Dog. A wannabe Nick Dog, whatever he is. And then, to offset all of that, you put a biracial woman there. Someone who's neutral. Someone that black women will look at as kind of a representation of them. And then other women will look at it as a representation of them too. Because she's not all the way black and she's not all the way nothing else. It's neutral. They're going to replace them. They're going to replace them with a biracial woman, period. I'm telling you that now. I know what they're going to do. They're going to replace Angela Yee with somebody else like Angela Yee. And they're going to write the black woman off as being a problem, as being an issue. Like, oh, they just see they beefing, they arguing. They just don't know how to be professional. They don't know how to just suck it up and just do their job. They're going to paint that narrative and then they're going to replace them. Watch. It's just real common sense at this point. So, if you want to hear a black woman do commentary or whatever, y'all need to find somebody else. Like, y'all need to go support a black woman who does this type of job, like does commentary or whatever. Support her on her own platform if you want her to be successful in doing this type of job. Because don't support black women who are on a anti-black female show, is my point. Don't prop black women up on another show. Only prop her up on her own show. So I don't feel like Jess Hilarious or Lauren need to be supported on the Breakfast Club because I feel like they're going to end up being replaced anyway. They're not liked and they're not wanted on the show. So it ain't no point in supporting either one of them and putting them against each other and saying which one you think is best. It ain't even no point in doing that. Y'all need to just go support Jess Hilarious on her own platform. Make her views go up. Give her, subscribe and give her a lot of donations or whatever the fuck you go. If you want to support Jess Hilarious, do it on her platform. Don't do it on the Breakfast Club. And because these motherfuckers are so messy, you shouldn't even watch the Breakfast Club. I wouldn't even watch that shit. You need to make their ratings go down. Like, fuck y'all. Y'all messy as fuck. And it's real clear that y'all don't like black women, so I'm not supporting the show. If I got to see two black women fighting, I don't want to see that shit. And as far as what other women are saying about Jess Hilarious having that baby and that being her downfall, I agree with that shit too. I mean, when you are trying to level your career up and you trying to get to a certain point in your career, having a baby is the dumbest thing you can do. But it might be possible for her to be still successful if she just get some kind of support on her own platform. And that'll be the way she can do what she need to do business-wise without being sidetracked. But yeah, when you're dealing with a corporation or a company and you have a baby, or especially if you're dealing with Hollywood, period, and you have a baby before you've reached a certain level in your career, you will not be reaching that level. You're going to become a baby mama and everything going to be about your dirty ass baby daddy. All people going to care about is reporting on your baby daddy drama, a baby mama drama, or whatever the fuck you got going on. They're not going to care about your career. They're not gonna care about what you um got going on in Hollywood. So it's dumb as hell to have a baby when you in Hollywood and you trying to level your resume up. Like you trying to be on certain get certain amount of films and projects or whatever. Yeah, you're not doing that when you have a baby. Like, I'm sorry, you're not. So black women need to understand that shit too. Y'all need to stop having kids. Like y'all need to realize if I want to be successful in life, having a child might just set me back. Period. And I ain't gonna be able to make no money, and I ain't gonna be able to get to where I need to go. And all I'm gonna have once I have a child is just that child and bills, and that's it. If I don't level my finances up and get to a certain point in my career, then there ain't no point in having no family because I ain't gonna even really be able to support them. My whole life gonna be about struggling to support my family instead of me living comfortable. So sometimes you need to just accept that you can't have no family. And you dealing with the most bitch made males of a lifetime. I don't know why women are still trying to have a family with these pieces of garbage. Like, they're not going to be, all they going to do is try to fuck your money up. Don't y'all realize, like, look at what's going on with a lot of these black female celebrities. These unambiguous black female celebrities. A lot of them, their baby daddies are literally trying to sabotage their career. Like, a lot of these hate ass niggas, like, when these black women date men within the industry and they more popping and they become more popping and more relevant than the nigga they with, that nigga start sabotaging their damn career. You see it over and over again. I swear with every black female celebrity who's married, it's the same dynamic. Even if she not married, even if she a baby mama, it's the same dynamic. If she end up being more relevant than her baby daddy, he tries to fuck her career up. That's what men do when you're more successful than they ass. So that's why it's stupid to have a family with a bitch ass dude because they're not going to help you climb up. They're not going to ever do that because they jealous and they some hate ass bitches. And like I said, they're not the 1%. So when you're not the 1%, you going to always be a bitch nigga to other men. That's how that works. So if you're in a relationship with a dude that's not rich, he don't have no money like that, he don't have nothing going on, and you trying to get to a certain level of success, he's going to fuck it up. So that was dumb having a family with him because now your career is suffering because he a hating ass bitch because these dudes don't be trying to see you come up. They don't be trying to help you come up like, okay, we in it together, so I need to do my part to help my wife or my baby mama come up. I need to do my part so she'll be successful. Men do not think like that. They're bitches. Like, when the fuck are you women going to understand that? They don't think like that. They see you as competition. They don't see you as they friend, a homie, or, whatever. They homeboy. Because that's how they see their homeboy. So you notice how, especially black men, that help their homeboy come up? They don't have a problem with their homeboy being successful. They'll ride for that nigga so he can be successful. They'll shoot shots for that nigga to be successful. But when it comes to your ass, it's a problem. That's because you're not a damn male. You're a female. And they think they're in competition with your ass. Really, normally, if the motherfucker wasn't a faggot, he would think a man is his competition. I mean, men compete with each other too, like that too. It's not like they don't, if they don't hate on their homeboy, if their homeboy doing better than them. But usually they be the reason why their homeboy doing better than them. That's the point. They be the reason why he doing better than them. Because they sacrificed, did everything to help their homeboy come up. Behind every successful nigga, it's always a whole bunch of homeboys who are like sacrificial lambs to that nigga. Like, took shots for him, lied for him, killed for him, stole some money for him, some shit like that. That's how that shit work. But with you as a female, They're not watching you come up. They're not gonna let that happen. They want to destroy your fucking life. Period. They want to make sure you ain't got no money, you struggling, and you need they bitch ass. Because that's all they care about is that you pathetic, destitute, and need them for something. So they like that shit. They like that you're destitute and need them. So why the fuck would they want to see you come up and not need them for shit? Duh. Ding ding. Of course they not gonna want to see you come up. That's how men are. That's how they operate. It ain't no way around that shit. They not gonna not be like that. So having a family with a man when you're trying to have a career is dumb. You either understand that if you have this baby and you try to have a family with this piece of shit, you're going to be struggling. He's going to make sure of that shit. You need to understand that when you try to have a family, that's what's going to happen. It ain't going to be no, oh, we a team. Girl, get the fuck out of here. It ain't none of that shit. That shit never happens. Never. Never happens. You'll never see no teammate shit with these motherfuckers. When the hell do you ever see that? So y'all need to realize this shit and understand. Stop working with these niggas. Stop having families with them. Stop working with them. Boycott their ass. If you really want to have your glow up, black woman, I'm talking to you. If you really want to have your glow up moment, then you're going to have to leave these dudes alone. So if that's really something you aspire to have, is a glow up, like your career good, you doing good financially. If that's what you want, then you need to understand the sacrifice, period. Because you're not having that shit with no dude with you, period. You're not. So you either pick your career or you pick your child and family, your struggle family. One or the two. Because you're not having both of that shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's statistics that back this up too. There's statistics that back it up. That you're not going to have both. Most women don't have both. So that's my take on this shit. And that's why I move the way I move. And a lot of women need to be understanding that you either gonna pick having a family or you gonna pick your career. And if you pick your career, you better move real smart when you trying to work with these fucked up males who want to see you doing bad and want to see you poor and broke. Okay? You need to pick a side. And then and that's how you gonna have to do your shit. You not having no man, no career. You're not having that. So it is what it is. These black women on the show who are co-hosting the Breakfast Club need to understand the Breakfast Club ain't never fucked with y'all and ain't never liked y'all. They ain't never respected black women. They've never respected anything. Having anything to do with black women. So that's how they roll. That's how they operate. That's who they are. And y'all should have understood that when you got the job at the Breakfast Club. You should have, no, before you got the job, you should have seen a track record with dealing with black women and decided not to work there. Y'all should have said, nah, let some other damn chicken heads get this job because I already know what they about to do. And I'm not about to be a part of that shit. You're not going to disrespect me. And you have to understand also that other black women who are dumb as fuck, they'll go along with harassing other black women because these bitches are bobbleheads. So I would never want to work in close unity with another black female on a show. Because I already know that shit ain't gonna go good. Because black women don't respect other black women either. They don't be wanting to work with other black women either. They want to outshine. They want to compete. They want to be more relevant. So you already know that's not going to go good either. So working with black people is just dumb. Pretty much. You need to do your own damn thing, or you need to go into the job knowing that it's gonna be a problem. You need to treat everybody like they're not your friend, and you need to just be about business. Period. Do your job. Only worry about yourself and don't give a fuck about the next person. That's how the hell you go into a job like that, where you deal with a whole bunch of men and male producers and male control, and you have to work in close unity with another female. You already know at that point how that shit about to play out. So you already have a plan going in on how you gonna deal with it. Or you just don't deal with it and find you another job, a more comfortable job where you don't have to be in that kind of environment. I personally don't like working with men. I don't like working around males. I don't want them to fuck around me. I don't like working with them. So I always treat a man like, like he understands that, nigga, if you do anything, it's getting reported. That's how I treat the motherfuckers personally. I don't like working with them. Because they thirsty as hell. And they'll start harassing your ass. And they'll start just doing shit. They'll get on your nerves. I mean, a lot of people do that. It ain't just a gender specific thing, but males are more like thirsty. Women are more like petty and jealous and shit. But men are more thirsty. Like they'll start trying to act like they're your boyfriend when the fuck you don't even like them. So that's why it's just best not to even talk to them motherfuckers that act like, nigga, I don't know you. Like, yeah, I'm not. When you go on break, you just go on break. You go sit in your car. You go off the damn premises of the job to take your break, and you don't socialize with anybody. That's just me. That's how I do. Because I'm not having no problems. Not those type of problems. That he says, she says shit. You hating, you mad, you jealous, whatever. I'm not dealing with none of that goofy. So all motherfuckers gonna understand on the job. All the people on the job are gonna understand I am not your friend, period. We not cool, we not friends. I'm not linking up with your crusty ass. If you tell me about somebody, that shit could potentially get back to their ass. Period. I'm not your friend. That's how you act if you want to keep your damn job and you don't want no problems, especially as a black woman. When people just be gunning for your ass for no reason. It's real jacked up how black women are harassed on their job. Like, this shit is sad. I see it all the time. It's sad. It's like a whole bunch of black women can't even work together at a job. It's like almost impossible without some shit popping off. It's like people don't want us to be able to work. I promise you. And then all the bum bitches, like, it be all these lame ass bottom shelf people, low performing ass bottom shelf idiots joining together to fuck up somebody else that's doing their job. Because you messy as fuck, you're mad that this person is not messy like you are. So you trying to sabotage the way they seen on the job because you're mad because you don't know how to move like that. You don't know how to do your job and stay in your lane. So you trying to help other people fuck the other person up. But bitch, that shit don't work with me. Cause I'ma set every motherfucker up. Cause I'm professional, so it's like anything you say to me, anything you do, I'm going to HR, I'm going to a higher source to report harassment. Or report whatever the fuck going on. You gonna get your ass snitched on and you gonna get your ass reported. Fucking around with me. Cause as soon as you do something, I'm reporting that shit. I'm not your friend. I don't give a flying fuck about you. I'm here to make my money. Fuck you. So that's all I do. And that's how you have to be. You can't be playing no damn games, period. So yeah, that's it for me, y'all. That's all I want to say about this situation. Um, I think black women need to get their mind right and stop feeding into propaganda against black females so these males can get their fucking rocks off. Cause y'all need to stop being dumb in that regard too. Like y'all picking up these stories and y'all running with it. Y'all not even saying the correct. Y'all should always speak on this shit from the top to the bottom. Like if you're talking about working in people working at a company, the source always should be the issue. That should be the main talking point. Not no petty shit with the little employees. It should be the source that's the issue. And if they try to play two black women off each other when you know they have a history of being anti-black female, then they are the problem. It's not Jess or Lauren. It's the powers that be. They're the fucking problem. Y'all need to speak against how the dynamic, and then say, well, I'm not gonna watch the show anymore because I don't like that negative ass energy. I don't like it. If more black women spoke up and said, I don't want to see this shit play out like that, then they'll stop doing that because they know that we not having it. But if black women keep co-signing being the token Negro, if y'all co-sign black women being a token, if y'all keep allowing that shit, then it's gonna keep happening. Instead of all black women eating. All black women ain't never gonna be able to sit at the table and eat if it's shit like that is always going on. And then you have black women co-signing that goofy. Sitting there, oh well, oh Lauren should have did this, Jess hilarious, she ain't all that. It's like y'all, it ain't them. Jess got her following, and Lauren has her following. It ain't a problem. They're not the same person. She has her thing, the way she does commentary and whatever her comedic thing, and Lauren has her professional journalism thing. They both have their own thing, but they can coexist though. They don't have to be put against each other and one better than the other one. They just both have a separate shit, and they both should be respected on their own level. Period. But these fucking males, they're not gonna let that happen because they like women fighting and shit, and they like putting black women against each other to make us look ghetto and stupid. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, y'all, and I will talk to y'all later.